Hey, what's going on, guys? Guess what? We got some pretty interesting news that was sent to me. Yeah, pretty credible, too. The KTM 390 Adventure. Yep, you better get ready to race. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it on the Rant Ride.
Look what happened. I woke up in a big old pile of money. Hey, all you KTM guys, come on. I'm Team Warren. Don't think I'm coming down on you. I, on the other hand, and you on the other hand, and a lot of people on the other hand, so why don't we have a 450? As a competitor, do a lot of ice.
But here's my thinking.
Hey, what is up? What's going on, guys? Joe here, 690ADV, 690ADV.com, Rant and Ride Friday. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for being part of it. How about that intro? The KTM 390 Adventure. Yeah, got some really good information on that. And you know, I always say that the channel is great because of the subscribers and the people that are part of it. Thank you, Mr. Kevin Nash, for sending me the information on this for the KTM 390 Adventure. Man, I thought it was dead. Nobody was talking about it. It was pretty much untalked about. All it was is the 790, but man, that 390, boy, that's going to be one sexy bike. So we got some pretty good news. Hey, don't forget, subscribe, thumbs up, be part of it. Leave comments on any information that you might know that I don't know. It helps everybody else out. Anyway, let's get fired up, and let's rant a little bit, and let's ride a little bit. On to the rant on Friday. You know, I figured something out that there's two kinds of people in this world. There are people that like bacon, and there are liars. That's it. Bacon is amazing. Anyway, KTM, baby, nothing but power. Nothing but the power. Anyway, KTM 390 Adventure. How amazing would that be? Thank you, Mr. Kevin, for that article. Very credible, very good information. It's back in the news. They're talking about it again. It's awesome. For the small adventure bikes, man, are you kidding me? Things are going to heat up. Things are going to heat up in the small adventure bike category. And why? KTM is just brilliant in how they do it. Do you agree or disagree on that one? It's just brilliant. They knew the midweight market probably needed it first, so they really addressed that 790, and now here comes the 390. They're coming for you, man. Team Orange, they're coming for you. So if you're in the market and you're thinking about getting into an adventure bike, but you don't want a big bike, man, you might want to stick around a little bit. We'll kind of talk about whenever the potential release for this bike is going to be. But we're going to have a few photos on screen. There is some spied photos, very credible, very recent, within the last 30 days. Guess what? That 390, two models. Yeah, two models. And it looks like they're going to do very much the exact same setup as they did on the 790. Why would they not? It makes all the sense in the world. It just basically, think about it. You're not reinventing the wheel a whole lot. It's basically, from what I can tell on the pictures, it is a little brother 790. That's what it is. It's a little brother 790. It's built on the Duke 390 platform, 370cc engine. Now, I think that they're going to make a few moderate changes to the internals, but the outside's probably going to be the exact same chassis or the engine block that they use for the 390 Duke. But I don't think they're going to get too crazy on that. But that bike is going to be really cool, because if you look at the photos, it is basically a little 790. Single cylinder, which is really nice. They're going to make that into a thumper. It'll be easy to maintain. The maintenance intervals should be pretty darn fantastic on it. And not only that, you know it's going to be a fun bike to ride. It's a KTM, for God's sake. You know, they don't build anything that's boring. It's not in their blood. It does not happen. Now, It's going to probably have some of the same ergonomics that they have in the 790. It's definitely got a TFT color display on there from what they said in the articles. I'm just excited I get to talk about it. And this isn't a review. This is just talking about a bike that you may not know is going to happen, and you gave up on it, and it looks like, yeah, it's pretty darn credible. It's fixing to come to light, which is really, really awesome. It's kind of nice. They paved this road, keep it nice and clean. So basically, like I said, they're going to do it in probably 2 versions because the 2 spied photos are basically, they've got a cast wheel setup and they've got a spoke wheel setup. Now the cast is going to be a 19-inch front, just like the 790 standard, and a 17-inch rear, just like the 790 standard. And then they've got a 2118. And that's going to be the spoke. That's going to be probably, I would imagine they're going to turn it into an R series, and it is going to be a very, very off-road oriented small adventure bike. And when I mean small, we're talking under 400 cc's and very roadworthy. Adventure bike basically means road first, dirt second, and I think it's just going to be absolutely awesome because that weight is going to come down. You're going to be able to travel on it. There's definitely going to be luggage for it. Spied photos show luggage on it. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to come with luggage, but it just basically means that they are thinking luggage in mind. Whereas the 690 is not really built to pack a bunch of stuff on it. It's really keep it light, but it's really, the 690 is a dirt first, and it is a road second. I got a bunch of people that cannot drive here in Dallas-Fort Worth, and we're dodging rain today too. But anyway, very cool. The rumor is that it's going to, now you heard it first if I'm right, and if I'm wrong, you heard it second. But the rumor is it's going to be released in the Milan show, and they're talking potentially by the end of 2019. How cool would that be? That would be really, really awesome. Because, you know as well as I do, we need more adventure bikes. We need more dual sport. We need more motorcycles in the marketplace. So, if you're thinking of an adventure bike on a small level, okay, there's not a whole lot of competition in that market, so I totally get why KTM is getting ready to do it. Because who's their competition? You tell me if there's even a competitor out of these that I'm fixing to name. Down below, you know, BMW, the 310. Man, it's a beautiful bike. I've seen it, sat on it. It's pretty comfortable. But is it really going to be a contender against the KTM 390 Adventure? Definitely not off-road. Maybe on-road, but we don't know because the bike's not even out yet. The V-Strom 250, that's a newer bike. Definitely not going to be competition. Just not going to happen. Suzuki does not get to play in that world that KTM does. That Suzuki will definitely be better on the road, but it's definitely not going to compete off-road. Not going to happen. Kawasaki X300. I did a review on it. You can find it. Great bike. Fun, sippy, peppy. Really, really, really fun bike to ride. Great on the road. They didn't really set it up for off-road. Didn't have a whole lot much travel on it. The clearance on it was not a whole lot, but it'll do the business. So it will work. Make no mistake about it. But against the KTM 390 Adventure? I doubt it. Not going to happen. I'm just basically saying that this 390 will be a game changer for the small adventure bike market. I think they'll clean up. You think I'm crazy? Tell me below. And if you think I'm right, what do you think? How do you think that this is going to be a game changer in the small market? Because I'll tell you what, as soon as I received the email on this from, like I said, great subscriber, Mr. Kevin Nash, thank you so much. Yeah, I was excited. And just digging in, and there's only so much because they're spied photos. But guess what? These spied photos are almost in line with the 790 right before the Milan show when it was released. So that tells me they're very, very close, and they're getting ready to release that bad boy. So, what do you know about it? Do you know anything about it? Do you own a Duke 390? I've ridden one. A buddy of mine in Florida. What a fun bike. 0 to 60, man, will it get up and will it go. So if they remap that, turn that into an adventure bike, they're going to have a hit on their hands, 100%. You think I'm crazy? Tell me about it. Anyway, hey, I'm Joe. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for stopping in, tuning in, being part of it. And I just honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I do. I thank you, and thank you to all the subscribers, and thank you for everybody that contributes and helps out. Honestly, thank you so very much. You guys have a great weekend. Don't drink too many beers. Don't drink too many sodas. I don't know what you're into, but hey, whatever you're into, man, enjoy and have a great weekend. Don't forget, thumbs up, smash that subscribe, be part of the channel, 690adb.com. Decals are back on again, guys. It's 690. We love you. Thank you so much. Enjoy your weekend. 690 out.